Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Inside My Mind gameplay as I walk you through tips and tricks that I've been using to dominate solo build. Now there's two guys that landed by me, so my first thought is just kind of heal up, find a shotgun. Now with the Oni mask, it is so amazing how you can just use it to basically outmaneuver players so badly. I always like to leave one inside a building before and push for a fight, just in case something goes south. I can just come back to my safe spot and basically reset the fight. Now there's two guys that landed here. One is on the other side that was shooting, and there's one who should be here as well. I'm not pushing the first guy because I don't have any heals, and don't have a shotgun. And of course this guy was ratting over here. Unfortunately for him, I had the shockwave launcher, which gave me an easy kill, and in fact he was kind of just sitting around the corner. So in the beginning you just kind of want to be careful. I feel like in the beginning of the game you don't want to be too aggressive unless you're fully healed and fully ready to fight. It's better to play it safe and play a little bit passive. Now, because we got one guy taken care of, and the other guy is not pushing for me right now, I just want to first, get to full health, and then we will try to, hunt the other guy down. Uh, in my opinion, he's already left because when I shot him, he was trying to run away. So I'm not kind of concerned about him. I'm gonna try to flare around because there was gunshots on the other side. And I see this guy. Looks like he's a bot, but you can never be sure. So I'm just gonna try to push him and try to take him out. Hopefully I can get a better shotgun. That's one thing I'm looking for at the moment. So I do hear some more shots in the front, so we're just gonna quickly grab the loot. Didn't have a shotgun, and I see two guys fighting again in the front, so we're gonna just quickly shockwave over there. From the sound of it, they look like bots. You can tell a lot of time if they're bots or not the way they're shooting. So that's why I was kind of just easy keen to push them. Otherwise I wouldn't shockwave like this. It's important to know, being able to read what bots act like and what real people act like, so you can play the fight accordingly. Now as far as the loot goes, the loot looks pretty nice. I would like to get some shockwaves or a shockwave hammer. I like to carry double mobility, like from this season. Or if I do have the rocket launcher, then I might just carry 3 gun and then just keep one mobility, and that one being the tiger teleporting mask. I feel like that mask is so OP, and you can just use it to be push people offensively and play it defense with it as well. And so if you're gonna carry one mobility, make it so it's the mask. It is so OP. I made a video as well if you guys want to check it out, how to use a mask and to just dominate. And I just want to give a shout out to all the people that have been giving me the support and helping my channel grow as we continue our grind to 1,000 subscribers. And I appreciate all the love and support that I've been getting, especially for a small channel that's starting off. It can be tough, but I appreciate every comment and every like you guys give for the videos and stuff, and every feedback is important. It kind of gives me the motivation to keep going and keep grinding out these videos. So the zone has closed for the second. The second zone has closed, so the bunkers have opened. Now we're gonna do is I always try to look for the cars. You gotta give your style a car, so it's gonna give cars are better in sense of having a good mobility item and rotation wise as well. And so I always try to travel on the car. Make sure you learn the spawn rate of where each vehicle spawns, so you always have an idea where I can get a new car and be near area. So this guy kind of just is running away from me. So I'm just trying to get a angle on him. I don't know what he's doing, but he does decide to push me, and when he does, he's just bad positioning on his part and easily able to pick up a kill. So we'll just use these slurp barrels over here to heal up. and then we'll continue to move. Again, it's the knowledge of a map. You gotta learn the map. I feel like every little detail helps you, where you can find instant heals, where you can find vehicles. It helps you improve your gameplay in, you know, long terms. Now, like for example, there's a car here. I will drop a mark here and switch a car. That way, just in case if my car gets destroyed, I can just come back to, you know, this spot and get the Jeep wagon. I prefer to have a Jeep wagon rather than the other cars because it provides better cover, you know. So the bunker has already been taken, so I'm just gonna continue to move in that area, hoping to find the guy who found the bunker. Now this guy in the car just kind of drove by me. I'm just gonna flare up, and I'm gonna drop a tiger mask here while I push him down. The reason I'm dropping the tiger mask is, let's just say if I get in trouble and I need to dip, I can just use the tiger mask to teleport back to the car quickly, and then I can just, you know, drive the car away. So you'll notice this is one tip that I can give you that I've been using a lot, and it's been helping me out a lot. Drop a tiger mask before you're about to engage in a fight somewhere safe, so just in case you take a lot of damage, you can quickly just, you know, go back to your safe spot and reset the fight. And you gotta use that gotta use the tiger mask properly. I feel like if you're not using it this way as play to just have a backup plan, I think you're putting yourself in a big disadvantage. Now as far as the loadout goes, this is one of my loadouts that I like to carry. If I have this, the rocket launcher, I would like to have a hollow twister. Shotgun wise, I would prefer Wrecker revolver, but we haven't found that yet. And of course the mask for sure. And then for a heal, if you have the ability, carry the shield bubbles, because they heal you and provide cover. So it's like 2 for 1, so it's a very good item to have. Now there's a guy over here. I'm going to try to push shots on him, but he decided to run away the minute he heard the car. And he had a car on his left side as well, but he didn't want to take a risk. And I feel like he might be the one who has a mythic, so I'm going to continue to chase him. So I want to get that Wrecker revolver. I feel like having that Wrecker revolver during mid game is very important, because by the end game, if you don't have it, you will be in a big disadvantage. Now I hear gunshots, so I'm thinking this guy got in a fight, so I'm just gonna get in my car. Oh, he was hiding in the bush. Okay, unfortunately he shouldn't have shot me. I think if he just let me, I would have drove by. And I don't know what this guy is doing. I mean, he's panicking hard. Oh, he had the mobility too. He should have, used the mobility before. I think he panicked so hard, and that's why he died. I mean, when I got on the roof, he should have taken shots then. I don't know why he started shooting me when I was in the car, but GG's, my friend, GG's. No, he didn't have the mythic. I was hoping that he would be the one with the mythic, but again, I prefer Wrecker revolver over all the other shotguns, so I'm gonna carry the Wrecker revolver. I hear gunshots, so we're gonna go over here to check it out. No, I see loot, so I think one guy is dead. The other guy's over here. I'm gonna put shots on him. The way he's moving back, I know this guy's real, so I'm gonna just Tiger Max on him and just catch him off guard. Poor guy had no chance at all. So GG's. Now whenever a crown drops here, I like to wait in that area for a while, hoping that people will see the crown and push for it, and you might be able to catch people off guard, because a lot of time when they're pushing for the crown, they're just kind of rushing in, and they don't really take account where you are and stuff, and you can catch them off guard and put a damage on them or eliminate them as well. So next thing we want to do is get to the gas station. You always want to have your vehicle to full health. Now this guy destroyed my car, so I let go of the car and want to get back in the cover. And I don't know why he decided to jump out of the cover and just give me the free shots. I don't think this was a bot. I mean, it could be a bot, but the way he was shooting me first, I didn't think he was a bot. But you can just never be sure. So always, whenever you get shot, look for cover and play from the cover. So we're gonna heal up our car, and we're gonna continue to basically hunt for more players. Now we're getting to the end game. Now I'm gonna be a little bit careful when I'm getting in a fight, because there's 9 players remaining, and most likely, if they are aggressive player remaining, in the lobby now, they are most likely gonna be pushing every fight. So when you get to the end game, you want to be careful. You want to get in a fight that you can finish quickly and kind of like rotate out, or be in a situation where you just put damage on a player, if you're not going to be able to finish him. No, I'm not finding anybody here, so I'm going to go to the supply drop because I just see it been taken, so I know somebody's there. So I'm gonna try to see if I can try to catch him off guard. Now there's shots on our left as well. This guy is on our right. We're gonna focus on the guy on the right, and try to see if we can take shots on him. I'm trying to hide my vehicle so he doesn't destroy it. Again, first thing you want to do is put the tiger mask, then you engage in a fight just in case if thing goes south and you want to disengage, you can quickly just come back to your car. Now he's weak, so I'm gonna use the target mask to kind of push him and take shots on him. He goes in the bush, which is unfortunate for him that I have the rocket launcher. That's why I like carrying it. It is so OP. I mean, still, I feel like it's one of the best combo to have wrecker revolver with the swan, the swan striker. I mean, it can be so deadly to put pressure on players, and especially if they are in the vehicle. So that's why I sometimes still run 3 weapons, and of course when you're doing this, you are kind of letting go of mobility item, because you can't, I mean, you can still run double mobility, but sometimes, and especially in the end game, you want to have some heal just in case if you get third party, and bubble shield is one of the best things you to have at the end game, I believe. So I don't have any heals left, so I'm gonna try to find some heals quickly before kind of getting in a fight. Now we only got 5 players remaining, so what I'm thinking is I'll get to the high ground now and try to scout out the players now, because when you're a top 5 situation, zone is small, you're more likely to get third party. In this situation, I feel like it's more important to play for positioning than the kill. I mean, if you have to, let go of the kill, but don't give up the position, especially when it coming to the end zone with the high ground. I feel like this high ground is gonna come to the end zone, and if I control this area, I will win. And especially there's nobody here, so I'm just making sure I'm checking around, and I'm just gonna chill here. This is the area that I am deciding that I'm gonna basically control now. Now I hear a couple of gunshots here, so I'm just gonna go kind of push them quickly while they're fighting each other, and just get a couple of easy shots. Again, I get shot third party and I'm going for the tree to get the cover instantly. This guy of course doesn't have cover, and this is why he dies. If he played smart and played position with the cover, he could have taken me out, but unfortunately for him, he learned it the hard way. You gotta play cover. Don't shoot in the open, guys. Even if you have a shot, if you don't have cover, don't play. Don't shoot. I think he could have used the rock on the left hand side, to use as cover to kind of take me down. Unfortunately, he just went for the shots. Now again, you gotta know where the heals are that spawns every time, like this barrels over there that I just went to. I know they spawn there every time. I needed quick health, so I decided, hey, I'll get full health, go back to the high ground. There's 2 players remaining, so again, I want to play the high ground, and I'm going to control the high ground rather than go for the kill at this point. So that's why I'm just controlling the area at the moment. I get shot, so my first thing is get the car in cover, because I know this guy is going to have to rotate up the mountain, and we're just going to try to push some shots on him. Unfortunately, I'm missing all my shots. Now I did do damage to him, but not enough. I mean, only did like 61, which basically broke his shield, but that's about it. So that's why I'm not pushing him. I'm just gonna put pressure on him, because he's kind of in the open, and you know, hoping that he would kind of peek me. Now I'm throwing my tiger mask as a bait, thinking he might think that I'm gonna teleport there and try to push it or give me an angle to shoot him. But he's not peeking, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to rotate to the right hand side, this rock over here, and try to get an angle. And as soon as I hear gunshots, I know he's gotten third party. So I'm gonna use the tiger mask to teleport to the high ground in front, and I'm gonna try to push shots on this guy. Again, this is what I was saying, it's very important to hold the angle and hold the high ground. This guy has absolutely no choice now. Like, he has to run away, and even if he runs away, he has to come to me. So eventually I will catch up to him and kill him, and he's just low on health, so I'm just gonna push him. I'm gonna use my tiger mask to basically teleport to him and just shotgun. Hello my friend. GG's. And thank you for watching, guys. If you liked the video, hit that subscribe button, and I do tend to post videos daily. Thanks for watching.